Hello everyone, Bricko27, and today I'm going to be showing you my HvZ loadout. Now, keep in mind here, as this is a little disclaimer to keep in mind throughout the video, I have never been in an HvZ game, but I'm planning on being one soon this year, so this is what I would run in an HvZ. However, I've never been in one, so keep that in mind. I may not know too much, I may be a bit inexperienced. I am inexperienced with it, so keep that in mind throughout this loadout. First off, for eye pro, I don't really want to have something too fancy like a mask. Just standard eye pro is good. These are some glasses I got from Gel Blaster, and they've just been really comfortable, and I've been using them a lot lately. And they don't, like, you know, they're not too ugly or anything. They actually look pretty good, and they don't get in the way or anything. And I really do like them. They're very lightweight and comfortable, and that's kind of what I prefer. Pretty sturdy too. They're designed for Gel Blasters, so yeah. So this is my dump pouch of sorts. It actually, I think it's a Remington one I found at a thrift store. I don't know exactly what this is for. I know it's for real guns, but I do use this as a dump pouch for stuff. And it's pretty nice because you can just put this on the side of your belt, and it works really well. Now, I typically will use this as a dump pouch for ammo or sock bombs, depending if I'm running a Mega Blaster or not, or if the game allows you to use Mega Blasters and Mega Darts instead of sock bombs. So this is kind of my setup for sock bombs if I need to store a bunch in here. If not sock bombs, then a bunch of darts. Next, I have my secondary of sorts. This is the Mega Twin Shock. This is what I would use if I was allowed to use Mega instead of sock bombs. And because the Twin Shock, in my opinion, is one of the most reliable blasters I've used for Mega. And it's very nice and very easy to just use. Very quick. You can sling it. It's actually not too heavy. It's very easy just to get up and slam fire a bunch of shots and get a bunch down range, or it's really good for close range as well. So this is kind of what I would use if I was allowed to use Mega instead of sock bombs. When I do run my Twin Shock, I usually keep my dump pouch on this side, which is a little bit more practical. Either the dump pouch on this side or my main sidearm, a Sweet Revenge, which is really nice. It's because it's compact and good for getting single-handed shots if you're doing something with your other hand, like reloading. I don't typically have any special clothes that I would wear. However, if I'm wearing jean shorts like I'm wearing now, I will probably have knee pads, you know, to make it a little bit better, but typically I don't wear knee pads. Probably should, though. My primary choice is an odd one, but the Alpha Auto 72 I think would be the most reliable for me. I typically like having a large store of ammo, and specifically the rear loading feature is really great to have, where I can, if I have a dump pouch, I can get darts from that and reload, or I can just scavenge them off the ground, which is really cool. I really like this blaster for that feature. It has a decent enough fire rate. I personally don't really like a super high fire rate. I think it's more manageable when it's a moderate fire rate, and the Alpha Auto actually has a pretty good fire rate that is quite right there in the middle. Despite it being a big blaster with a big drum, it is very lightweight, and honestly it's not too big, and it's pretty easy to manage and carry around. It's not heavy. The grip is really comfortable. It's just a really nice, lightweight, heavy gunner that works really well for HvZ. And I probably would run it with the current stock, since it is the most stable stock available. It's a little short, but not too short. Like, it's manageable, as you can see. It almost goes the full length of my arm. And I think it is more, I think I would prefer it to have be stable than a longer stock and not stable. So yeah, that is my HvZ loadout. Nothing too fancy, honestly. It just depends. If I'm using sock bombs, then I will switch out my Twin Shock with my dump pouch at the side. And in pretty much every scenario, I'll keep my Sweet Revenge on hand, since it's basically a hammer shot, but a little bit more compact, which is what I prefer. This is, again, a kind of hypothetical because I've never ran in an HvZ before. But from what I know about it, and since I'm going to be running in one soon, this is probably what I'll be running. I'm, again, not 100% sure if I'll be using the Twin Shock or sock bombs, because I don't know which is the best, but I would probably go with the Twin Shock if I can, because I'm very used to it, and I've been using it since 2017, since it very first came out, and it's just been a really good blaster and very reliable for me. Also, I think it's pretty lightweight for its size, and I've used it so many times that it doesn't really get in the way of, you know, in standard games, so I don't see any difference with HvZ. This is a very also light loadout. It allows me to be a little bit more mobile than usual, which is great. So yeah, that is my HvZ loadout. Again, this is kind of just hypothetical because I've never been in an HvZ game before. So let me know what you guys think. Any recommendations? What would you change? What do you think I should change? Let me know in the comments down below, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.